All right, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon and Perspective, Perspective in Pokemon. And I am here with, I'm going to attempt it, Remco, or
Yes,
RPSDutch.
perfect.
All right, sweet. All the way on the other side of the world, coming at you 8 hours ahead. And you're in Holland, correct?
Yeah, right now, yeah. I
Sweet,
have lived in Canada when I was a kid, but we flew back.
Nice. And I'm curious, what's the weather like over there right now?
The weather right now, actually, I was like, all right, my Wednesday's off. I got to take some pictures, post them on social media, but it's super cloudy and it's pretty cold right now. It's like around 0 to 1 degrees Celsius, which is almost freezing. Yeah. And I went outside for like 2 minutes. I was like, no, I'm gonna go back inside.
So, sweet, man.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I know it's so I'm out here in Utah and it gets pretty cold. I don't know what it translates to Celsius, but at least in Fahrenheit it's about 6 degrees.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no clue.
that was a class I did not really pay attention to in high school.
All right.
Cool, man. But let's hop into some Pokemon talk, man. Like normally, I have more questions prepared, but this was kind of a little more off the cuff.
Yeah,
just more free flowing.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I roll, man. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect, man. So, let me ask you a question. What generations have you played so far on like Game Boy or any other console?
To be honest, only the first and second generation have I actually played.
Yeah, played. So, are there like any games you still want to play?
Dude, all of them.
All of them.
Like, I have a goal one day. Maybe possibly to stream it. I'm not sure, but go through every single Pokemon game.
Yeah, that's dope. That's really cool. You should, man. I tried it, but I actually posted a few YouTube videos about them, but they didn't go as well. And it just playing on because I did an emulator on the PC, but it didn't feel like just having that Game Boy in your hand. So I quit it. But it's a really cool idea. Definitely try it out, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, because I think first of all, I think it's going to be fun. But second of all, I think it just helps provide a little more context to Pokemon in general.
Yeah.
Because there's just still so much that I missed between.
You missed a lot, man.
Yeah, on. And so like I'm still trying to catch up on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I played until Black and White. I think that's Gen 5 or 6. But after that, I didn't play. And I played like 1 to 6. I played that, or 1 to 5. I played them a lot. Like I know a lot about the games. I guess I was since I was a kid till like 15. I played them a lot. But after that, I feel like I'm missing so much out on not playing Sun and Moon and what are the other ones? Sword and Shield. I did play Let's Go Pikachu, by the way, on the Switch, which was it wasn't that good. It was really easy, but for the rest, I feel like I'm missing out a lot by just 2 generations. So can't imagine what you feel like.
Yeah, well, it was so funny because when I got back into Pokemon, like first of all, I didn't realize the Pokemon was still going on.
Yeah.
Like I just completely like not seen any of the toys.
How did you get back in?
Long story short, Gary V.
Oh, really? Oh,
well, because what happened is that this was in 2019, so just last year, almost 2 years ago. Well, more like 18 months ago. But anyway, 2019, I was looking for some ways to make some extra money, and so I had come across some Gary V content. Which, as a side note, when I first saw some of his content, I was like, "Yeah, this guy's full of it." Like, I don't. But I started listening to some of his stuff because I'm in marketing. I'm like, "Oh, this actually makes a lot of sense." And then I saw a video where he talks about garage sailing, and I'm like, "Oh, what is this?" And I started getting into that and like started flipping stuff. And then I heard him mention something about sports cards. So I was like, "Oh, I'll look into that." But then as I started getting into that, I'm like, "I wonder what Pokemon cards are doing." Because like the sports cards are going up, and I started looking to Pokemon cards. Like, holy crap! There's like cards that are selling for $20, and cards that are selling for $500. Like, and like it just blew my mind. And so I just like dove headfirst right back into it, and it's just been so much fun.
Yeah, man, it's like same sort of the same for me. I saw some Gary Vee because I'm a bit more into Twitch streaming and stuff like that. I haven't done it for a while, but that's due to some other stuff. But anyway, I got into sports cards because of Gary Vee as well. I got some real cool ones, but there's a few cards where I saw them there for like the Mbappe cards
Mhm.
from it's like soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. And he plays for a French team called PSG, and he is like one of the biggest talents so far of this generation. And I was like, nah, 20-30 bucks for a card. I was like, nah, easily 300-400-500 plus right now, like easy. I was. It hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts.
Dude,
So I learned my lesson.
I totally feel you. Like that was totally my attitude first. At first as well, where I was like, ooh, like $40 for a card. I don't know, man. Like, but then realizing later, like, oh my gosh, I could have bought that card for 40, and now it's worth 200.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, there's so many times where like I knew that a card was going to go up, and I'm like, oh, I don't like, because in the early days, I was like $50 for a card, $100 for a card. I don't know, like that's a lot of money, like for just
yeah,
one piece of cardboard. And
yeah.
now the card's worth like $1,200. I'm like,
Yeah.
should have
Do
done
you,
it.
do you have your favorite card with you right now?
My favorite card with me.
Yeah.
If you give me like 30 seconds, I can grab it.
Go grab it. I want to see it. I'll grab mine. Ooh. Oh wait, here it is. I got this little box. I have two cards that I really like, and I got them. Shit. I got some dope cards, man. They're mainly football cards or soccer, whatever you want to call it. And but I got some Pokemon cards as well. Shit, man, these two. I think he's gonna come with. I think he's gonna come with a Gen 2 Typhlosion or Gen 2 Ampharos from Neo Genesis. I think that's what's he's gonna come with, or a Mew, maybe a Mew. I'm gonna go with the Mew. Gen 2.
Mew Gen 2?
Yeah.
No, it's actually much older than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So my favorite card, at least that I own, that I currently have, is this Top Sun Alakazam PSA 9.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know that one. That's a really old one. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because Top Sun, that's like the OG of the OG of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And this particular one, if I'm not mistaken, there's only 8 or 9 of them in the world, PSA 9s.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I got this one. This is a Van Persie Kaboom card.
Ooh,
I have
nice.
no clue how many there are made. But this was one of my favorite moments. Oh, upside down. Nice. One of my favorite moments in football, because that's when Holland won 5-1 from Spain, when Holland had a bad team. Like, they had bad team. They lost to Spain. They needed to get their revenge, but everybody knew Spain was going to win. And then Van Persie had this goal, man. Like, it's so beautiful. And I saw that card. I was like, I gotta get it. I don't care about the price. I gotta get it. Well, it wasn't that bad, the price. But yeah, that's my favorite card. I need to get it graded soon. So yeah, what's your least favorite card? You have
My
one?
least favorite card.
Yeah, you're like, why'd they make that?
I don't know if I have a least favorite card. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't think I have a least favorite card. I mean, maybe. I mean, there are just some cards like from some of the newer generations that I'm like, all right. I don't even remember what it's called, but there's a couple that like it looks like a lamp post or something.
Oh, from is that from Black and White?
I don't remember when it came out. But
The black lamp.
yeah, but it looks like a lamp. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think that could have been a little more creative, but that's just my personal.
Same. I think there's a set of keys as well. That's a Pokemon. I'm like, why keys? Seriously? Yeah, I follow these follow one account that mixes Pokemon together, and you get these really cool new fresh Pokemon. And I'm like, just steal their ideas, Nintendo. Like they have such sick Pokemon. Just why keys if you can have like new, super nice Pokemons? But I don't know.
For sure, like that.
Yeah.
I think they can be really creative, but sometimes I don't know what happens. Like, for example, Shining Fates. The name Shining Fates.
Why? Why? What was the other name that people came up with? There was something in the community that people wasn't Shiny. What was it? That was something people like. I heard the name and I was like, perfect name. But I don't remember what it was. Something going around. But what do you think of the set?
The set? I'm excited for the set.
Yeah.
I think it's very hyped. Very
hyped. Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's going to be extremely hard to get, at least at a market at retail price.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it sounds like it's going to be basically the English equivalent of Shiny Star V.
Yeah.
So a lot of the shiny cards are going to be more from the Galar region, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I mean that's cool. I'm not super familiar with the newer ones, but man, that shiny Charizard VMAX.
Yeah, that is one sick card. I'm not into like all the Charizard cards. I don't get the hype myself, but that card is nice. It's really nice. I get the hype for that one. There's one thing that I've been thinking about a lot, and that's I think that the cards that like the new types of cards. So like for example, the very first Mega Evolution card, stuff like that. That's going to be really rare and worth a lot of money in the future. So the very first Mega Evolution Shiny Star of Charizard. Hey, I don't know, but I just have a gut feeling that card is going to be like top tier.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think it's going to be quite valuable in the future. And also, what's interesting is that they've used the same artwork for the Darkness Ablaze VMAX, and then the Champion's Path Rainbow Rare, and then now for the shiny. I'm wondering if they're going to make a gold one in the future. But in any case, what's interesting though is that with each new like version of it makes the other versions I think more valuable because. In my opinion, because you're going to have collectors in the future who they're going to have like, let's say the shiny one, the shiny VMAX, and they're like, oh, I need the rainbow one now. Oh, I need the regular one now. And so as they make these other ones, I think it raises the value of the other ones because people just want the full set.
Yeah. That might be, I haven't thought about it that way. That might be interesting. Now that I think about it, that's actually smart. I don't know. You might be true, or you might be correct. That might be true.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I've even seen lately the prices of Darkness Ablaze starting to go up.
Oh, really?
Like not a ton, but like starting to see like, oh, this was like this ETB was only $40 last week, and now it's going up to like 50.
Like 50. That's normal over here, man. Shit. You guys talking about, oh no, it's 40, oh no, it's 30. It's 50 euros. So that's a little bit more than dollars, I think. So 55, maybe 60 dollars for you guys here. And that's normal. That's where it begins. Like I've seen Pokemon Evolutions booster boxes go for like 1,500 euros. It's mad. It's mad.
Well, let's talk about that for a sec, because I'm curious. Yeah. Like, I know you've mentioned it when we've been DMing. Like, it's harder to find product over there.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. So, I have a very little store in my village that has Vivid Voltage, and I was actually surprised. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons sort of store. It's really small, and I saw the Vivid Voltage like sort of promo poster over there, and I was like, oh, nice. I haven't looked over there yet, but that's basically it. You have like the normal kid stores, but they are just expensive. They're like €6 for one pack of cards. Like it's ridiculous. And my brother actually owns a store, just a normal store where you can buy you cigarettes or the paper or stuff like that, magazines. And he also has Pokemon cards there. And I was like, how expensive are they? And he showed me the prices of just buying them, and they're just, even for stores, they're super expensive. So yeah, it's rough out here, man. Shit, rough out here. I have a few boxes. Let me show you. So I have a few Champions Path.
Nice.
Let's see. My a little bit rarer is this one.
Ooh, that's nice.
I bought this from the Japanese Amazon, and then I got this one. 3 of those, Vivid Voltage. It's a little bit ripped on the sides, but I don't really mind. I got this one. I really like this artwork. I
So
love
do
this card. These cards, I think the artwork's just amazing. They're amazing. And then as last, but definitely not least, I got 5 of these bad boys.
Oh, very nice. Hidden Fates.
Yeah, all Charizards. So yeah, that's basically my collection. I got a few cards and whatnot, but nothing special. What about you?
Oh, you don't want to see my basement.
No?
Oh, that's one thing I'm trying to clean up a little bit, is that my basement's kind of overflowing with Pokemon stuff.
Oh, really?
And my wife wants to turn part of the basement into like a playroom for our kids.
Yeah.
So I'm currently that's actually part of why I'm doing the mystery boxes right now.
Yeah.
I've been selling on eBay, is because I'm like, I need to move some product because I need some room.
Yeah. What do you put in your mystery boxes?
Dude, I like everything. Like I've been doing, so my mystery boxes have been only rares or ultra rares, mostly ultra rare cards, singles.
Mm-hmm.
I've been putting some like Wizards of the Coast cards. Now, nothing too valuable. Not like throwing a Blastoise in there.
No. Of course not.
But like, I've been throwing, some like Team Rocket, Fossil, some base sets, just like commons, uncommons, some rares, some non-holo rares. Actually, I think one I gave like a holo rare.
Oh, really?
It was a Japanese Rocket Alakazam, which isn't super valuable. It's probably like an $8 card. But here's the thing, a lot of these Wizards of the Coast cards I bought months and months and months ago. And so when I bought them, like I literally bought a binder full of cards, like 400 cards for $8. And like there were like Muse and like Dark Dragonite and like all these other cards I bought for $8. And so even like even putting some of those into the box, it's like I'm already making money.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I think mystery boxes are a really nice thing of the community. Like probably most are scams, but there's a few out there that are pretty sick, and that I do think are a good initiative of another way of making money, or just having some sort of new experience in opening Pokemon cards.
Yeah, and I know I enjoy a good mystery box, and so I've been trying to make these good, with the singles, with the vintage cards. Some of them I've been getting graded cards. I've been throwing Champions Path in there, throwing some Hidden Fates.
Well,
so yeah, I really want these to, like, when someone opens them up, to be like, holy crap, like this is like the best mystery box I've gotten.
Yeah. I mean, not everybody's gonna have, like, you gotta make some money on them. So
For sure.
Yeah, most, I don't know. I think how do you do it? Like most like suck, and then there's one gonna be like top tier, or
honestly, because I'm really good at finding deals.
Yeah.
I'm really good at coming across stuff that like maybe other people haven't noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've found like Hidden Fates in stores. And so like I'll crack open a box, and every one of those packs is worth $10 to $12. Yeah. But I got 4 of them for $20. And so I can put that into the mystery box, And
Yeah.
so it's worth it's a 10 it's part of that is $10 right there. And so just things like that where it's like I bought it for half the cost it's actually worth, and then I just put it into a mystery box and I make money.
Nice. That's amazing. I swear I wish we had a Pokemon Center in Europe. Just in Europe. Like if I have to wait a month on my package, I don't care. I just want a Pokemon Center here. It would be so nice. Like I'm just so jealous. I just gotta say, I'm so jealous, man. I see those deals on the Pokemon Center, and I saw those evolutions boxes go for like $30 on Walmart's, and I was like, no, we don't even have them here. Like, and if we had them, they'd probably be like triple the money. So yeah.
Well, there you go. Hey, if someone's listening who's like entrepreneurial, who's like huge into Pokemon,
Yeah,
man,
if
who's
you
in that area,
Europe,
they could make so much.
yeah,
They probably have such a good market because it's over there. It's basically untapped market.
yeah, they're like at least in Holland alone. So Holland is a pretty small country. I have about 17 million people here, but Pokemon's big, and so is like soccer, stuff like that. And basketball is actually coming there, but not quite there. So basketball, I wouldn't do anything. But if you're into soccer or Pokemon, you have a big chance of when you open a decent store, because Dutch people, I don't know if it's just us, but we just don't walk in a, I don't know, like a, how do you say that nicely, a crappy store, just like that. Like if we see a decent store and we don't know the brand, doesn't matter, we go in, we buy. That's simple. But yeah, if you open a store here, big guarantee that that's gonna work. So
for sure. Or if someone can figure out a more efficient, cheaper way to ship there, because I know when we were talking, I sent you my eBay link, and I don't know how much the fees were, but I know they're not cheap.
Yeah, $21.50. So that's huge. That's why I've basically, I don't want to say I quit buying cards, but sometimes or as of right now, I'm not buying cards. I will be probably in the future, but it's so expensive. I just tried to find stuff on like the Dutch version of eBay, but yeah, it's hard. I found that Pokemon Pearl game on there, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah,
for the rest, expensive.
Which why don't you go ahead and show that real quick?
Of course I want to show that. Look, I'm not about bragging, but this bad boy, I gotta brag about this one. So I bought this from a official website. So they have a few stores as well. It's new, it's fresh in the box, 70 euros, which for that price, I was like, I sent them an email. I knew they were a proper store because I bought from them before, but I just had to email like, is this real? Is this like not some fake or like used product, resealed, something like that? And he literally typed to me, no, this is new. Like I just knew he thought I was some sort of fool, like, and I was okay, I'm buying this, and I got it, and I was like, yes. So I like so hyped about that. I want to get it graded one day.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, because so something we were talking about before hitting the record button was, just how Pokemon games, they're going to go up in the future.
Oh yeah, look, I'm no expert. I know basically nothing about the markets. I'm really new to all this, but I just like me knowing that I've played a lot of Pokemon, and like Gary, because I watched a lot of his videos, and he once said, because the cards are blooming right now, is because the people are getting who play Pokemon are having kids of their own. They're getting back into it, and I think my generation, I'm 22 years old. I'm from '98. So I think when like in 10 years or 15 years, when my generation gets kids and they're getting into it, that it's gonna burst again. Like prices are gonna be even crazier. So that's why I'm looking into the games, is because I think that the games are gonna be even more nostalgia. Because over here, cards they're a thing, but they're not huge. Like that's why I like the cards, but I have nothing really special with them. But the games, like the games, man, just the box art alone is something that I really like. So I think that's going to be blooming, definitely.
And I agree. I mean, I was so I think this was maybe 2 months ago. I had a vintage Pokemon hunter on the show,
Hmm.
and he was talking about how he had bought the blue version,
Yeah.
graded, I think for like $300 a couple years
Oh,
ago.
that's nothing.
Yeah. Now I don't know what, and it was graded. I think at like an 8.5, something like that.
Oh,
Somewhere.
that's nice. That's nice.
But yeah, I don't know the current price value of that game at that grade. But I know it at one point at least was like $1,500.
Yeah. I really don't know the prices myself. That's why I know what was it? I think it was silver. That was like 3K a minimum, and that was probably like 2 months ago. So I haven't looked in them for a while, but especially Gen 2 games and Gen 1s are just crazy. That's why for me it's smart to look into the little bit older games. So from Gen 3 all the way up to like maybe 5 is
Mhm.
something really interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Like that was something that else I learned. I've learned the last like 18 months. Like, oh my gosh, there are people who they just collect sealed games. They just collect, graded games. And
Yeah.
so yeah, like getting on like the Diamond and Pearl, the Black and White, like all these other
Yeah.
games that maybe are undervalued at the moment, or at least are cheaper compared to like trying to buy a red version,
Yeah.
because they're going to go up in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Probably something that I think is going to go up, like from all the games that are going to go up, I think Platinum is going to go up the most because Diamond and Pearl were really good games, like top three, maybe top two for me. But Platinum was just next level. Like it was the same game but upgraded, so it was even better. It was like went from like a 1 out of 10 to like an 11. You know what I mean? And also Emerald from Gen 3. Because Ruby and Sapphire were really dope, but I think only in Emerald you could collect all three legendaries.
Mm.
Or at least that's what I thought as a kid. I never researched it. I still think that way. So, but yeah, Emerald was really nice. I had Sapphire myself, and my brother had Emerald, and I was like, should have gone an Emerald. But yeah, Sapphire was also really nice. So I think definitely Emerald and Platinum.
Sweet. Yeah. So, no, Platinum. So that, because I know when they come out with games, they do like they'll have like for example, blue and red, and then like yellow, which is almost like a combo
Yeah.
of the previous two. So was Platinum, was that like the combo of the previous two?
Yeah, so you had Diamond and Pearl, and at some point, like I don't remember the names. I haven't played them in so long. At least like the main legendaries from Diamond and Pearl, they were like good, and you had this like godlike character which is called Arceus, and at some point you also had like the devil kind of character, which was Girantina, and that's the front of Platinum. It's the Girantina. It takes you to the underworld, and you get like playing there is was something really new because I think Diamond and Pearl were the first in like the 3D kind of arts, and in Platinum, when you went to the underworld, your where your character walked, it switched. So instead of walking flat, you would walk vertically instead of horizontally, stuff like that. It was really weird. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was really cool. One of the best features so far in the Pokemon game. So that really made it special. Really
That's,
nice. Well, amazing. Yeah.
you see
So
this, I need to play the games. I need to play
yeah,
all the
you need to play them like ASAP. Like stop this podcast. Like just go play. Go play. Oh man, like definitely you're gonna enjoy them at least to 5. When I think I was like 14, 15 when Black and White came out. I think that's Gen 5. I thought some characters or some Pokemon were strange, and I still think they are, but most of them are actually really nice. I underestimated the game. It has one of the best storylines so far, and it's pretty challenging. You got some really hard trainers in there, so Black and White is definitely a good game. Um, But for Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, I don't know. I've heard good things about Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So
I've heard good things about them too. They're more pricey.
yeah. I want to play them once, all of them one day too. But for now, I don't think that's going to happen. I want to play them or on the Game Boy or on the DS, but nothing else. Like a console, maybe like when in the future upgraded Switch comes out and you can play all the games on there. That'd be amazing. But definitely not playing emulated games on PC. It's just not the same. It's nowhere near the same.
For sure. Yeah, I played Blue, Red, and Gold and Silver. Just when was that? About a year ago. I bought them on eBay. I was like, I'm just gonna play them.
Oh, really?
That was so much fun.
Yeah. So did you play them on the Game Boy or
on the Game Boy?
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because I think the 3DS or the DS has these like digital versions of the games.
Yeah.
And you can play them on there as well. So that's pretty cool.
Hold on, let me just plug this in.
Yeah, the games are dope. I really like them. I have nothing special with the cards. I do remember, I don't know why, but I do remember going to the kids store and just looking at I think it was a Magmotar from Gen 3 box. And I thought it was the best thing ever. I couldn't buy it, so bought 2 Pokemon packs. And I remember my mom telling me, like, you're going to waste your money. And I did. I got nothing out of them. But, man, yeah, packs were expensive. But they also weren't that hype over there. So, but definitely the games. They were huge.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's funny because I remember buying my first packs, my first pack, which, as a side note, I totally stole money from my older brother to buy him.
Nice.
But so my sister and I, we run down. There's a card store where we were living in California, like 2 blocks away from our house. We run down there. We buy our packs. I don't remember what I got, but she opens it up, and right there is a base set unlimited Charizard, which she knows I bring this up like all the time. She then traded away like 2 weeks later.
No way.
Yeah.
Really? That's such an F. That's such an F. She must feel so bad.
Well, yeah, I told her about what prices are for not that, who knows? I mean, we might have lost it before.
Yeah, or used, or that's another thing. Like people, that's actually a good thing that you brought up. It's like people regret selling their old cars and stuff like that so much. But when you think about it, all the cards were used. They had scratches. Nowhere near PSA 10. Like maybe a 5. Like everybody played with them. That was back in the day. Everybody played with them. So I don't know. I don't regret because I actually remember selling the cards that we had for like a whole map for like $5. But we played with them. They're nothing now. So I don't know. I don't regret it at all. But one thing that I do like about Holland is that one day a year we have, depending on if we, because we still have a king and a queen over here. They don't have like a lot of authority or anything, but it's more for like show, for like the people to like have like a favorite character. But it's on the April the 30th, I think. That's King's Day right now. Right now we have a king. And that's King's Day, and everybody's off on that day, or you can get off pretty easily. And what the whole country does is everybody dresses up in orange, and there's flea markets everywhere. Like the whole country becomes one big flea market. And whenever I got into the cars, and I was like, wait a second, the whole country a flea market? Like for like 12 hours everywhere. I was like, shit, I gotta save some money because there's gonna be really nice deals over there. So that's gonna be amazing. Probably 2 years time when we can do that again.
Oh yeah, Rona.
yeah, it sucks, but hey, at least I got something to look forward to. Like I'm gonna be, that's gonna be amazing. I want to get them cards. It's like, shit, I can't wait.
Dude, like
So
that's how I feel, because I did a lot of garage sailing,
yeah,
and no one has garage sales right now, and
yeah.
all the thrift stores are closed. Which it's total side note, but I was talking to my wife just last night. I'm like, thrift stores, some thrift stores are still taking donations, but I'm like, where the heck are they putting all their stuff? Like, no one can buy it. Like, I have no idea what they're doing with it.
Can they still collect them?
So they can still collect them. It's like you have to like set an appointment, and from like they send out a notice, like they'll collect it. It gets stored in their like warehouse.
What?
But yeah, they're not opening up their actual store for people to buy anything.
Oh wow. Well, that's weird. Like you don't have unlimited space or anything. That's a good question.
Right?
I don't know what to say. I don't know. Where can we put that?
I have no clue. But basically, what I'm saying is I miss my thrift stores. I miss my garage sales, because I found some good. I found like Pokemon cards like at garage sales for like binders for like $100. They were worth like 300. Like
wow.
Well, yeah,
I got to get on that flea market stuff. I really want to just. I don't have a car or anything, but my parents do. So I wanna lend the car for a day and just drive around, just go to flea markets, because Holland's actually
go crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we Dutch people, we're crazy about flea markets. I don't know why my family isn't into it, but yeah, we can get pretty crazy.
Because also the guy I mentioned earlier, Vintage Pokemon Hunter, I follow him on Instagram, and there are apparently, so he's in New Jersey, and apparently there must be a ton of flea markets in New Jersey, because he's always posting like, look at what I found at a flea market, like Wizards of the Coast, like vintage cards, like in near mint condition, and like old like toys. Like, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need.
Yeah, let's buy a plane ticket, shall we? We're gonna stay there for like a week. Yeah, but so do you want to talk about health and fitness, or you're like, yeah, we're on the Pokemon level right now?
Dude, let's switch over health and fitness, man. I'm down.
I think health and fitness has a lot to do with Pokemon cards, actually.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so
let's go down this path.
All right. So first thing first, health and fitness. Everybody knows it's important. But same with looking for that best card or that best deal. It's like putting in the reps, putting in the work. Same with the gym. You can't grow muscle if you don't do the reps. So I think stuff like that, it's really similar to health and fitness, and or at least in Holland, I see a lot of people getting less and less out of shape, and I think it's a really important subject to just talk about for like 2 minutes, just to get in people's minds. Like, just even if you work out twice a week, because that's because I'm in no way just staying a little bit humble here. I'm no athlete or something like that. I just like doing it. I know stuff about it. I'm nothing big. I'm nothing small. I'm just me. But I started with two, sometimes 3 times a week for like half a year. And once you notice that you grow and that you can put up a goal or maybe even a schedule. But just beginning with 2 times a week is massive. You see so much progression, and that's only 2 times a week. That's nothing. But I think it's important for people to just try it out. Just because most gyms, that's just fitness though. Like, you can do a lot of stuff with food, but for gyms, most gyms have a free trial of like 1 day, or if you buy 1, 2, 3 months, you can get a month free as well. So I think it's really important. Have you done any sports or anything like that?
So I not like anything big or anything. I played basketball. Just like city league, that kind of stuff, church league. Just like never played like for high school or anything like that. But yeah, I love playing basketball. I don't think I've played. gosh, maybe in like a year and a half.
Oh, really?
Even though we actually have a hoop, just like
You have hoop. You can see the hoop.
I can see the hoop because in
Nice.
our little community we have just a hoop. I can see it from my window right here.
Nice. How come you don't play?
You know, well, first of all, right now it's cold, but
Yeah.
also, I don't know.
Just go.
I just I will normally exercise. I'll do like push-ups. I'll run. Well, I haven't run in a little while, but I'll try to exercise. Do like a 20-minute exercise in the morning, and then after that, I'm pretty much go. I'm working. I'm flipping stuff. I'm doing stuff for our family company, taking care of my kids.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think my wife has told me I should play more because it's something I really enjoy, and so this might be kind of a meta moment. Like I just might need to play some more.
I mean, 20 minutes a day. That's actually not bad. It's something like I try to go Monday to throughout Friday, and just Saturday, Sunday, just be a little bit more lazy and just do my thing. But that's something you can do too, man. Just start with like 2 times a week and just see what you like and what you don't, and just work it out. It's that was not intentional, but it takes time. Like everything takes time. So figure it out and try to do some sort of exercise that you like. And I mean, most people don't like it, but I generally think people haven't found what they like. You could have tried like basketball, soccer, and hockey, and you didn't like them. You're like, I don't like exercising. What if you like fitness or boxing or mountain biking? So I think that's important. Same with like food, but that's like I can talk about this for ages, but like people. So all right, a real quick thing. I work. I've been actually for about 3 months. I switched jobs recently, and I work selling gym equipment, which I really like. And then people come in the store and they're like, "Hey, we're looking for a home trainer, like a bike or like a water rower, stuff like that. Just gym equipment for mainly at home." And like, and I usually start with, what do you wanna get it? Like, is there any reason? Because usually people have knee injuries or stuff like that. But they're like, yeah, we want to lose weight. And I'm like, I try to be as honest as possible with my customers. And I'm like, losing weight is like 70, maybe 80% food. And like it mixes really well with exercise. But if you want to lose weight, that's like definitely more than half. Just eat less. Eat the same as you do right now. Just eat 15-20% less, and you lose weight. Like it's that easy. But yeah, that's something that I just wanted to say real quick for anybody listening. Losing weight definitely isn't as easy as it sounds, but it's doable. People make it a big deal, and I don't think people should. I might be, because I like losing weight for just for the fun, I guess, just for having a goal for a couple months. I might be doing that next year around March, but I don't know if I'm gonna upload that and stuff like that. But that's just speculation and stuff like that. So, how's your how do I say this? How do you deal with food? Like, do you eat healthy? Do you eat not healthy?
I love pizza, but
I love. Nice. Me too.
no, we actually we do try to eat healthy. We try to eat. We have our vegetables, our fruits. I do have a slight addiction to pizza. No, we don't eat it very often. But that is the one thing I told my wife, that because we do try to live healthy, we do exercise, we do try to eat and manage our stress, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I've told her, like, go, because I legitimately think that I'm going to live to be like 120 or something. But if I don't live to be 120, it's either going to be because of our kids or because of pizza.
Because of pizza's gonna make you 119, and on your last day where you you just eat so much pizza, you won't become 120. Shit, man. Shit. Pizza. Like you can eat as much pizza as you want, like, but as long as you mix in some greens and a lot of water, stuff like that, you can eat pizza 2, 3, 4 times a week and be just fine. Just saying. I don't know if your wife wants to hear this. A little disclaimer, but that's possible, man. It's definitely possible. So it's just like if people say like, yeah, we want to eat healthy, but on Saturday and Sunday we're gonna drink and we're gonna eat bad and we're gonna smoke and stuff like that. There's no use, like if you do it one day and you do it in moderation, it's fine. You can drink, you can eat bad, you can still lose weight or eat or still be healthy, because eating doesn't have to deal with losing weight all the time. You can just say, yeah, I want to stay the same weight, but I just want to be more healthy. That's actually well, for me, let's just say for me, it's not that hard. If you just cut out like sugary drinks, replace it with water or milk or coffee or tea, stuff like that, you're there. That's like what 600 calories a day. I actually saw this was very interesting. I saw this TikTok because I was just scrolling on TikTok right before the podcast, and I saw this TikTok of if you drink 4 cups of coffee a day and you don't put in, because if you usually put in the milk and sugar, and now you're gonna just drink black coffee, that's gonna save you 672 calories a day. Wow. And that's huge. That's so cool.
Yeah, what's interesting about. Well, first of all, I don't know if you knew this, but so I work with my dad's company, which is actually a health and wellness company. So everything you're saying is like it makes total sense.
Yeah.
But one thing I think people sometimes forget when they're trying to lose weight is the stress part of it, like the mental health part of it. Yeah. Because it's so funny. Well, not funny. I shouldn't say funny, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, what happens oftentimes when they're like, okay, I need to lose weight. I'm 30 pounds overweight. Is that they start dwelling on it and they start thinking about it, getting stressed. Like, oh my gosh, if I don't lose weight, I'm gonna I hate the way I look. I like all these negative thoughts that start producing a higher level of like cortisol and adrenaline that start making people crave like those chemicals they're healthy, but when they start getting elevated, they actually start making people crave sugary foods.
Fat I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wow. And so yeah, what we talk about, I mean, we talk about several different things in our company, but my dad's done just a ton of research and like what he talks about a lot is that, you need to eat healthy, you need to exercise, but there are people, they go on the diets, they start exercising, but they're like, how come I'm not losing any weight? Or like, I barely lose any weight. It's because they're stressed. Yeah. It's because they're, those chemicals, those biological chemicals, those hormones in their bodies, that's causing them to like not lose the weight. They start craving these sugary foods. They start having hard time sleeping, which then messes up their whole metabolism. Like all these different things that happen because they're stressed out.
Wow. Yeah, actually, I don't know if that's just me, probably some people else, but the whole reason why I got into fitness is because I was skinny fat. I don't know if you know what that means, but for anybody listening who doesn't know, it basically means that you look skinny, but if you're like without clothes, you look fat, and that's due to fat being a lot on the back, the legs, the ass, and the hips. So yeah, I didn't know another word for ass. But yeah, so like when you just see the arms, you think, oh, he's a skinny person. Also, skinny fat people tend to not have a lot of muscle, which I had nothing. I have one picture where I just where I flex. Why is my cam so weird? Where I flex my bicep, and you just see nothing, like just a stick, like. And right now, I think it's so funny. I'm so glad that I make that picture. But that's sort of my proof. And I'm rambling on right now. But the biggest reason was that and I had really wide hips. So I that's just an unfortunate bone structure that I have, is that I have really wide hips. So, but I didn't know that at the time. So I thought I'm skinny fat. I figured that out. I was like, all right, part two, I gotta lose weight. And then just, the hips are gonna go away. I'm gonna get ladies. I'm gonna look like a man. I was like, yeah. So that's what really got me motivated. Still sort of motivates me right now, but it's personally, it's just mentally for me right now. So it's just the mindset, and just having that goal of just having or doing, or how do you say that, just getting bigger weights for me right now. But nothing about like, oh, I want to get ladies, stuff like that, I want to impress them. That's not the case anymore. But it was back in the day, not gonna lie. It was back in the day. I was like, I don't know, I was like 18 or 19.
It's okay. We were all that way at some point.
Yeah, probably just guys being guys who want to impress the ladies. Yeah, but
sure.
yeah, that was a big reason. I still have big hips, unfortunately. But yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, that's just bone structure. But yeah, that's, I don't know, that motivated me. Like something that I thought was like the ugliest thing in the world. And that actually got me to where I am today, which I think is also sort of a blessing, because if I never had that, where like would I still be skinny fat, or would it be fat, or like you don't know. So I think it worked out for the best, due to me having wide hips. So
hey, blessing in disguise, man. Blessing in disguise.
Wide hips. You never know where your blessings lay.
For sure.
Yeah, that was, yeah. But
sure. But yeah, I think definitely, while we're on this topic, like I love what you mentioned earlier. Like, if we're trying to be healthier, whether it's, you trying to be more fit, you're trying to eat healthier, you want to be more mentally healthy, whatever it might be, like you just gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
I love how you talk about twice a week.
Yeah. Yeah, or even once, just feel it out. Just, after, like, a big thing about working out is that if you are working out, a lot of times, like for me, for example, today I had leg day, I feel like shit. Like I have no other word for it. I feel like a total piece of shit. And that's just because I don't like to train legs, stuff like that. And then when I'm done, I'm like, yes, like I did it. I set my goals. I smashed them, and I'm really proud of myself. Fitness is definitely like 100% more mentally than physically, like 1,000,000%. Like there's nothing in no doubt in my mind that says it's not. And that's due to other people's opinions, your own opinions, the way you look. Like there's a lot of factors that get into play there. Actually, a pretty funny thing is that the first day I got to the gym, and I did not know what I was doing. I was just sort of doing dumbbell presses, or I don't know, shoulder presses. I don't even know anymore. But there was a guy sitting next to me to the right. I remember it so clearly. And he laughed at me, and he just straight up laughed to me. And I was with friends from school, because they brought me to the gym, and we were looking at him like, why are you laughing? And he just said, yeah, you're not doing it right, and you're doing it all funny, ha ha ha. And I just sat there like, well, thanks, buddy. We'll see you in a couple of years. And I would love to see him today. I would love to see him. But yeah, that was. If you think, it sounds pretty harsh, because I just got laughed at for going for the very first time, which is very difficult, by the way. Actually stepping into the gym and you just going is huge, because something that I think is really sad is that there's a lot of opinions about only big guys, big douches being there, and just claiming the whole gym. And if somebody fat or skinny or whatever, like not a good body type walks in there, they're going to be laughed at. But it's the opposite. I think or at least here in Holland, the gym community is amazing. I have so many people, just random people, who walked up to me or who helped me through me knowing somebody there, like like a friend of a friend, and that I'm actually working out with to this day. It's amazing. It's like it's the opposite of the negative thoughts. It's really positive.
Yeah, and that I think that goes back. I mean, you already mentioned it, but it goes back into how fitness and really most things in life are more mental than we realize.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, I can only imagine that someone maybe 50 pounds overweight, like they might struggle going to the gym at first because they're going to think, oh my gosh, I see this dude on Instagram, he looks super fit. Like I don't want, like, how can I compare? Like there's this comparison,
Yeah.
or this worry of like oh my gosh, I'm just starting out. What are people going to think? Or what are people? And I think we need to realize that, exactly like you said. First of all, people's opinions of you don't matter.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Like, they don't matter.
Yeah.
But also, I think you gotta. This is where I think perspective really plays out. Is that you have to realize that, first of all, everyone starts at zero. Like even the big buff dude, flexing on Instagram, like that dude started with nothing. He started with
that big buff dude has been at it for at least 5 to 6 years, at least, and that's without taking roids. That's without the needle. So yeah, definitely. Most people, that's like a golden rule. You're there for yourself. You're not there for anybody else but you. And most people who have on headphones or earbuds, stuff like that, don't even want to be bothered. They just want, like, same with me. If I have headphones and I'm there, like I want to smash my personal record, I want to bench more than I did last week, I am not going to be distracted by anybody there. Most times. And I just want to do me and not look at somebody who is overweight or has something. So that's something that not just me has, but most people there. They're there for themselves, not for you. So
100%. And also, like, you gotta keep, like, honestly, if you see someone who's like more fit than you, like, just let that be motivational. Because oh my gosh, I really wish more people just like documented their journey. Because I've talked to quite a few people actually recently who have like wanted to start, so kind of shifting, but want to start like a podcast or YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh my gosh, I don't have the equipment, I don't have the setup, like I don't like. Then they're thinking about this other YouTuber or podcaster who has like this great setup. They have all these things that
yeah.
Like, I know. No. Like guys, you don't understand. That person started with their freaking phone.
Yeah.
They started with like a crappy camera.
And you know what? Most are still filming with their phone because I've been it's funny that you bring that up, but I've been thinking about doing stuff like that because I'm nothing right now. I'm not skinny, but I'm definitely nowhere near like big. So that's actually something that I've been thinking about doing. And the funny thing is that most YouTubers, like who have millions of subs, still use their phone because they go to the gym. And it's a public gym. You're not going to bring like a huge camera, lighting, and so yeah, most of them use their phone. But I think something that is definitely something that I struggle with. It's still the opinions, and that's because if you go to the gym and you are not big or just starting, and people are going to look at you like, "What are you doing? You're filming yourself," or stuff like that. So that's still a mental part for me. I'm telling people to not care, but I'm not 100% there yet myself. But yeah, it's difficult.
But you just gotta do it, man. Here, I'm gonna give you something, like a reason. Like, I know you probably know this intellectually, but maybe a second witness, so to speak.
Yeah.
Why I love people documenting that, and is that in 18 months or in 36 months, you, by doing that, are going to help someone big time. because someone is going to see that content and be like, oh my gosh, look at how fit he is now, or like he looks better, but like, oh my gosh, look how he started. Like, not that you're like super worried.
Look at it, say, oh, disgusting.
But
no,
I bring that up though, because again, going back to the YouTube thing, is like I tell people, like, if you love Pokemon and you want to start a Pokemon channel, go look at Leonhardt's first videos. Go look at Unlisted Leaf's first video. Freaking Unlisted Leaf, who's the biggest PokeTuber in the world, he wasn't even doing Pokemon content. He was like trying out cereals on his phone.
I saw those. Was that cereal? I thought he was, or maybe that was Ninja. That's like I don't know if you know him, but a very popular streamer. You started with Halo. Like, nobody watched that. Look at where he is now today. That's the beauty. It's that you got to try things before they work out. Like, the chances of them working out right now is basically zero. If we're going to be honest, it's like just doing a lot of stuff and a lot of videos and a lot of reps, and eventually something's gonna, like, it's gonna click, and then you're like prepared. You're like, you've done the reps, you know what to do. You have you invested in like lighting or maybe a good microphone, stuff like that, and then you're ready. Then you can smash it. So that's the beauty of not growing instantly.
Exactly, like that, and I think that's what people don't realize. Like, you get the reps in. Like, don't wait until you have the fancy camera, because then what if you suck? Like, you look beautiful, like quality wise, like video quality, but you have no idea what you're doing. Like, get the reps in while no one knows you, or while you're building, while you're learning, because then when you actually have the equipment, you actually know what you're doing. Yeah,
and maybe for anybody who is listening, is like, if there is one YouTuber you like about, I don't know, it can be anything, they're already doing it. They're like, you can start it as well. So let's say if you eventually want to go to the or make gym videos, you don't have to do that eventually, or like straight from the beginning. Go to the gym first, and I don't know, after a year, if you like it and you're familiar, the people, stuff like that, then go film, stuff like that. Maybe even like a simple TikTok of your, because TikTok's very, like, what is the maximum, like a minute? So if you just film really quick what your favorite exercises are there, by just doing them for like 10 seconds each, and then you got 10 different exercises, and you're done. That's either 10 videos or one good or one big one. So you know what? Now that I said that, I might do that.
And as you were talking, something else that came to mind, like, because I know some people, they might not feel comfortable with filming their actual exercise, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
Just do like a little vlog, so to speak. Like, after you're done exercising, you're in the car, headed home, or you're about to head home. Don't do this while you're driving, but just like pick up your phone and be like, yo, I just exercised for first time in 6 years. I feel like crap. This is day one.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
I love
just
it.
kind of document that way. Like, maybe you're uncomfortable, filming yourself, lifting the weights, but maybe you just give a brief, like, this sucked, but I'm still gonna keep going.
You don't have to be in the gym. There's loads of videos of like after the gym, because the gym, it's not just the gym. It's like, what do you do before? What do you do after? What do you eat? What do you drink? How do you sleep? The gym is just like one subject of a huge thing. It's like the middle, and then you have like all like huge and so many subjects around it. So yeah, that's like, because sleep's very underrated. That's actually a huge factor what makes you grow.
We could talk for hours on sleep.
Yeah. Sleep's amazing. I love power naps. You're into power naps too, aren't you?
I'm into power naps when I can get them.
Yeah. Not a lot.
It's a little more difficult when you have two little ones, because they don't get to sleep.
I mean, I want to say I get you, but I don't have two little ones, but I can imagine.
Yeah. Although there has been, as a quick side note, there has been a couple times where I'm supposed to be putting my 3-year-old down for a nap. Yeah. And I'm the one who ends up napping on her floor.
oh man.
And she's adorable, because I'll like wake up and she like has put the blanket over me.
Really?
She's like sitting next to me reading a book. And she's like, oh.
Wow, that's adorable, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, at least you have a kid who cares. That's
yeah.
amazing, man. That's
Blessed with
amazing. Yeah, that's a blessing. Shit. Wow. But you have two kids.
I have two kids. Yeah,
The other one is how old?
she is 5 months old.
Ooh, nice. Wow.
It's a little one.
Yeah, that's really small. When do they because eventually I don't know a lot about kids. Like I basically know nothing, but eventually they there's a period. I think that's when their teeth come, is
Mhm.
when you sleep's gonna be
Sleep.
nothing. Like yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. That's. So she has had um, both my daughters so far start teething kind of early.
Yeah.
So she's had some teething moments where she's hasn't had the best sleep. But yeah, when it's like full on teething, like that's when it gets difficult because like you might be able to give them something like little pain med like Tylenol to help them sleep, but even then, like when they were sleeping 12 hours before, now they might sleep 7, they might sleep 4. Because yeah, I mean it's freaking bones coming through
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we've been there,
Yeah, I don't remember it thankfully, but
yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. That's the only look. I love kids. I definitely want to have them in the future, like no doubt. Like when I see a kid, I always play with them or stuff like that. But that's the only thing I really don't want to go through, man. It's like the like barely having any sleep or just a mixed up sleep schedule. That's gonna be hard.
yeah, like that. Like I love my kids. I would not trade them for the world, but that is.
Or maybe a PSA 10 Charizard. Yeah.
But yeah, that honestly is the most difficult part. Is that those first, because it's the hardest. Generally speaking, the hardest is like that those first 3 to 4 months. Yeah, man, it's rough. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I was messaging you when my daughter was first born. Sometimes at like 3 a.m, and like, yeah, it's rough. But like,
Yeah.
man, I love my kids. Like,
Yeah.
they're so much fun. And once you start getting more sleep, it gets even better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, more sleep always better. But yeah, I can't wait to have like a little mini me and just play like games with them and stuff like that. That's gonna be
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Like I love having my daughter on the channel and like opening up packs with her.
Yeah.
Like she gets, I don't know if you've seen it at all, but she'll get so excited when she pulls a Vulpix. That's her favorite pack.
Yeah.
And then
do you also get hyped then? Because I can imagine that you're like, oh yeah, we got a Vulpix,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
like yeah.
In fact, it might be my latest TikTok video. I just took a clip of us pulling Vulpix. I was like, "You pulled a Vulpix," and she's just like laughing, like.
Oh wow!
But yeah, it's so much fun. It's a little strange sometimes because I'm like, how like you're doing stuff that I used to do as a kid, but I don't do that anymore. Like like it's just like it's so weird because like that like I guess that's biological. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's like that's a beauty, man. Like sometimes you just know somebody's your dad or your mom, but just like features. This can be physically or mentally, just the same. Like it that's really cool without even saying a word or like I love that, man. It's so cool. Like a mini you.
I mean, dude, one. So, like, she'll do stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, that's my kid. That's mine.
Yeah. I want to bet. Yeah, I want to bet whenever there's a little crazy kid and they're like, whose crazy kid is that? Yeah, that's mine. That's how I used to be.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. All right, I think we got to wrap up. I do need to get to work, but dude, this has been fun, man.
Yeah, man. Oh shit, almost an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, man, that flew by.
Nice, man. Shit, it's almost we're almost eating over here. Almost dinner time. 6. That's like a standard Dutch time to eat dinner.
Nice, man. Well, then I'm gonna let you go so you can get some dinner. But dude, we'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just DM me. You got my Twitter, so hit me up. I might actually start with that with a few fitness videos here and there. I've just to wrap it up. I think I've been talking to myself the whole time. honestly. just talking to myself. Just do it, man. Like, what are you waiting for?
Dude, just do it. Just do it,
Yeah.
man.
Just do it. Hey, last thing, I love that video of yours where you say that 5-minute video. I've been listening to a few podcasts today. The 5-minute video one of like just start. I think it's called, and that's perfect, man. I love that one. I might just listen to it more often. It's 5 minutes. It's short. It's perfect. It's great.
Well, perfect. Well, something as a quick side note before we wrap up is something I've been thinking about doing is that because my whole content is all around perspective and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right? And so like I don't know if the YouTube algorithm will like this or not, but I'm like I don't care. But I might just start doing more like a perspective, 2 to 5 minute thoughts in the morning, and then just have a Pokemon content in the evening. I've kind of been toying with that. That's why I did that video, was just like just start. Like
yeah, it's perfect. People don't always want to watch videos of how to do stuff or how to start that take like an hour, or 30 minutes. That's way too long. Like sometimes 2 to 5 minutes is perfect timing, man. Like you should do that, definitely.
All right, man, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Gotta go take care of some stuff myself. But dude, again, we gotta do this again sometime.
Definitely, man. Definitely. All right. Have a good day. Peace.
See ya.